Dear student, this is Dr. G. Balaraju, Professor of Mechanical Engineering from ACE Engineering Academy. In the present video, I am going to present the video solutions for IM and OR subject in GATE 2021. So coming to the weightage of this IM and OR, Industrial Management and Operations Research. So 7 marks in both the sessions, in forenoon and afternoon sessions. So there were 4 questions. So there are 3 2 marks questions and 1 1 mark questions. So the total weightage 7 marks. So usually we may expect 6 to 7 marks from IM and OR. So this time also we had 7 marks. Compared to previous question papers, so this year questions are very easy and straightforward. So within 1 minute you can answer very comfortable. So let us have the details regarding the forenoon session. In forenoon sessions, as I said, there are 3 2 marks questions. So from where we had those questions? CPM and PET. From this topic, there was a question which was meant for 2 marks. Next, sequencing. 2 marks. Queuing theory. 2 marks. Inventory control. 1 mark. So total 7 marks. Yeah, this question from sequencing and scheduling. So what is given? 8 jobs have to be processed on 2 machines, turning and grinding. And what is to be calculated? Optimum job sequence, not optimal make span. So when we are finding optimum job sequence, we will use Johnson's algorithm. As we know that Johnson's algorithm can give optimum job sequence in case of n jobs on 2 machines. It's a matter of 1 minute. So within 1 minute you can finish the problem. If it is optimal make span, then further you have to do some calculation, but here not necessary, only sequence enough. So 8 jobs and 2 machines. So what we will do, we will pick up the minimum processing time, and where it occurs, that corresponding machine side you have to load the job. Okay, once you see the procedure, I'm taking here 8 jobs and 2 machines. So we will have one row with 8 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these positions are meant for jobs. There are 2 machines. So left hand side we will keep turning machine. In the right hand side, grinding machine. Now what we do? First we'll pick up the minimum processing time among the given values. So what is the minimum processing time? 1 is the minimum processing time. So where this 1 occurs, just observe. This 1 occurs against job B. Which side you have to load? Grinding side only you have to load, because this 1 occurs against job B and grinding side. So load job B in grinding side. Okay, since we have loaded job B, now I can delete from the list. It is only for the sake of clarity. I'm just removing B from the list and repeat the process. Minimum again you take. So what is the minimum here? 2. But confusion here. In 2 places we have 2. So job A has 2, job G has 2. So which one you can take for that? Job A has other value 6, job G has other value 5. So which job has minimum values, that we can take? I'm just giving here the details. A has 2 and 6, G has 5 and 2. Now the question is which 2 we are going to pick up. For that, make use of other values. So wherever we have minimum value, that particular thing you can take. So tie can be resolved by means of other processing time. So I might out 2 6, this 2 6 or 2 5. So I'm taking this. So why I'm selecting these two? Because of 5. So this 2 I'm taking. So 2 selected. From where it is occurring? Grinding side. So G should be loaded in grinding side. G should be loaded in grinding side. Delete from the list. Next to minimum. So of course 2 is a minimum. Where it is occurring? Job A and turning side. So load A and job A and turning side. Next to minimum, 3 is the next to minimum, that is C job and grinding side. So load C job in grinding side. Next to minimum 4, that is H job. Where you have to load? Grinding side. H on grinding side. Next to minimum 5, that is F job on grinding side. Next 7 is a minimum, but tie occurs. So D and E 9 7 7 9. So while resolving tie, we use other value, but here the other value also same 9 7 7 9. Anything you can take. The tie can be broken randomly. Suppose if I take this 7, D should be loaded in grinding side. Suppose if I take this 7, E should be loaded in turning side. So that is up to you. I'm just suppose I'm taking D. So grinding side you have to load. And what is left over? E. So what is the sequence we have? A, E, D, F, H, C, G, B. So once you check it out from the options, A, E, D, F, H, C, G, B. A, E, D, F, H, C, G, B. So answer is option A. So option A is the right answer. Next question related to CPM and PET. It is very simple. There are 4 activities and all these activities are lying on critical path, because in the question itself they mentioned activities A, B, C and D form the critical path. So all are critical activities, mean and variance given, and due date 40 days, x is equal to 40. So what is the probability? So when we are finding probability, we are supposed to find out standard normal deviate z. Z is equal to x minus mu by sigma. So what we will do? We are going to find out z, standard normal deviate, z is equal to x minus mu by sigma. So this formula is required. So in this particular formula, what is x? X is nothing but due date. So x refers to due date. Mu, critical path duration. Mu, critical path duration. And what about sigma? Sigma nothing but sigma Cp, standard deviation of critical path. X already given. So mu we can find out from critical path. In the question itself they mentioned critical path is there, A, B, C, D. So critical path duration directly by observation, 6 plus 11 plus 8 plus 15. So if you sum up all these values, how much it is? 40. So x is equal to 40, mu is also 40. So 40 minus 40, 0. So z is equal to 0, we know very well, 50% probability. So it's a matter of 30 seconds. So within 30 seconds we can answer. So what exactly I am doing? There are 4 activities on critical path. So A, B, C, D. So itself critical path and durations A6, B11, C8, D15. So mu is equal to 6 plus 11 plus 8 plus 15. It is equal to 40. And x value 40. It's a given. Z is equal to x minus mu by sigma. Directly I am just taking 40 minus 40. No need to find out sigma Cp is equal to 0. So z is equal to 0 from tables, from normal distribution tables. Probability of z is equal to 0.5 or 50 percentage. So what is to be answered actually? Here you mentioned probability will be completed with 40 days. Probability is a number between 0 and 1. Clearly mentioned 0 and 1. So we are supposed to take 0.5. And how it looks in normal distribution? This is actually mu is equal to 40, and x value, if you take x is exactly matching here, x also here, x is also 40. Then which area you have to shade? Left hand side. So this one, probability of z, it is equal to 0.5. Next question, a queuing theory, a simple thing, expected number of customers in a system. So LS we have to calculate. How you come to know that? Here you mentioned the question, if you see expected number of jobs at the workstation. So workstation means your system. Expected number, so LS we have to calculate. So what is given actually? Poisson distribution with mean arrival rate. So lambda given. Lambda is equal to 12 per hour. Next, mean service rate. This is actually mean arrival rate. Mean service rate mu is equal to 1 divided by mean service time. It is equal to 1 divided by 4 minutes. If I calculate per hour, how much it is? 15 per hour. So lambda is equal to 12 per hour, mu is equal to 15 per hour. Okay, just I am giving one shortcut. When we are getting this lambda and mu, thumb rule. So mu should be greater than lambda because rho less than 1 for single server. So rho is equal to traffic intensity. So what is the formula for rho? Rho is equal to lambda by mu. It should be less than 1 for single server. So thumb rule. So 12 by 15. So how much it is? 3 4s, 3 5s, so 4 by 5. Rho is equal to 4 by 5, and we are supposed to find out expected number of jobs at the workstation. So expected number of jobs at workstation LS. LS is equal to rho divided by 1 minus rho. So rho value how much? 4 by 5 divided by 1 minus 4 by 5. So it is equal to 4. So expected number of jobs at the workstation is equal to 4. So how much I'm required to answer this question? It's a matter of again 30 seconds. So within 1 minute you can answer. So this question given for 2 marks. So coming to one more question, so which is from inventory control. In this particular data, what we can observe, service level mentioned 95 percentage. So when service level is given, we are supposed to find out normal deviate. So from tables are not given. That's why in the given data, they clearly mentioned Z value also. You can just observe Z value. So 1.64. So Z is available 1.64. So once Z is available, no need to worry, because this Z is useful for finding safety stock. Safety stock is equal to Z into sigma. Next, lead time given. Lead time is equal to 5 days. So lead time is equal to 5 days means, so whether lead time demand available or not, check it out. But he has given daily demand. So what you observe, daily demand means, so daily demand into lead time, then you will get lead time demand. So what is daily demand he has given? So daily demand follows normal distribution. So I'm just using a mu, like a mean is equal to 50 units. This is actually per day. Standard deviation at 10 units per day. Just don't forget, these values are given per day. So we are supposed to find out demand for lead time, standard deviation for lead time. Okay, for that, mu LT. So what is the meaning of this? Mu LT, demand during lead time is equal to mu into LT, because mu plus 5 times you can add. So mean values can be added. So 50 into 5, so 250 units. Of course, not necessary this one, but I'm just finding. Next, sigma LT is equal to, we cannot write directly sigma into LT. Instead of that, what we will take, under root variance of lead time, and this further can be written as under root V into LT, variance into lead time. So what is variance actually? Sigma square into lead time. So it is becoming sigma under root LT. So sigma LT can be written as sigma into root LT. So in the given data, sigma given as 10 into root 5, it is equal to 22.36 units you will get. So mu LT is equal to 250 units, sigma LT is equal to 22.36 units. So what is to be calculated? Just once you look at the question, the amount of safety stock. So safety stock we have to calculate. So what is safety stock formula? Safety stock we are supposed to calculate. Safety stock is equal to Z into sigma LT. That's it, Z into sigma LT. Z value given 1.64. Sigma LT we had now 22.36. So once you simplify this, how much you will get? It is equal to 36.67 units. So this is the answer. 36.67 units answer. But in IIT key, you can find 331, 332. It is absolutely wrong. You cannot get 331 or 332 unless otherwise if you commit a mistake. So if you do two mistakes, you will get 331, 332, but don't do it. And it itself answer 36.67 is the answer. Suppose if you find out reorder level, not necessary, but just I am doing, reorder level is equal to mu LT plus Z into sigma LT. So what is the mu LT value? Already we had 250. 250 plus 36.67. It is 286.67 units. Even if you find out reorder level, it is equal to 286.67 units. It is not matching with 331 and 332. So when you will get 331, 332, not necessary, but just I am only for your satisfaction I am doing. IIT key 331 to something they mentioned 333 like that. What he has taken, mu LT is equal to 50 into 5, 250, and sigma LT is equal to sigma LT is equal to 10 into 5, 50. Yes, taken like that. It is actually mistake. It is not correct. Sigma LT is equal to 10 into 5, 50. Z is equal to 1.64. In this reorder level, it is also wrong. Reorder level we are not supposed to find out. Only safety stock. Reorder level is equal to mu LT plus Z into sigma LT. In this, if you substitute 250 plus 1.64 into 50, then it is equal to 332. Actually, it is a blunder. We should not do all these things. This is wrong, because the sigma LT never be taken as 10 into 5. So 10 into root 5, because variance only we are supposed to take. So this is regarding IIT key, but don't follow it. It is the actual answer is 36.67.